Alright guys, here we are for another episode of Lemony Snicket's series of unfortunate events. This is episode 3. Episode 3 was my favorite episode so far.
Oh, okay.
Did you not like episode 3?
I did not like it. I thought it was okay. There were some good things in this.
I thought overall nothing made me cringe. I thought things were there were actually things that were funny. The sets were all interesting.
Okay,
the characters that were introduced, the Uncle Monty character, who I know will be short-lived, but he was entertaining and interesting.
Yes. Gomez Adams
Yeah,
showed up.
I liked this new outfit we had from fucking NPH.
Yes. Okay. So there's a lot to
Unpack here. We gotta
dig into. I would say that I agree. Hold on. Hello? I would say that I agree. Ignore that. Nothing happened. You have a brain tumor.
All right.
I would say that because so much more happened, that was like a big strength of it.
Yeah.
That if I think back to the other episodes, certain parts were so drawn out and they kept returning to a concept or hammering a concept home, or it was like so like low and slow. That is the tempo or whatever. And this was just hitting you like a mile a minute, like super hard or whatever.
It's very interesting that you have this crazy character of Count Olaf. So like, in front of everybody, he says his plan, does all this craziness. So he's clearly like a wanted man at this point. And then he proceeds to like chase them around with a knife like he's actually going to kill them.
Yes.
He has no way of actually getting their money now. If they die, he's not their guardian anymore. He gets nothing. He has no skin in the game here. He like, short of robbing the bank that is holding their funds, he can't get them anymore.
That's probably a better approach at this point.
Yes.
I laughed a lot during that whole thing because when they cut to like Monty talking to him, did I write them down? There's just the fucking thing where he's like, and these are your papers, and he's holding up the thing, and then it cuts to like his view where it just has all of the Count Olaf stuff on the other side still. And he's like, really? Okay. And just like closes it. Like even he can't believe that he like believed that or whatever. And then you find out like seconds later, okay, and you chase them up and down the house with a knife, and he's like, yes, misunderstanding or whatever. And like, oh my god. Like, why would you tell him that? You'd be like, I don't know what they're talking about, a knife.
Well, because he'd have to say it.
Just like the ridiculousness of all of that.
He said it's how he works out. He runs up and down stairs holding a knife.
And the whole overarching thing of like Monty totally knowing immediately this is fucked up, hell no, whatever the fuck, and like convincing the kids.
But
that
he
whole
doesn't
sequence
think
or whatever.
he thinks he's
I
from
know.
the fucking Snake Emporium.
That payoff was so good. That was so like well earned of like a thing where I'm like, oh god, because like for a minute you're like, well, like how can there be any more episodes? Because they finally met an adult who's like capable and like not like a useless, deranged, self-centered idiot like every other adult besides their own parents.
He even calls out how they're all idiots.
Yeah, which is like awesome.
I also like the self-referential looking at the camera saying how like going to the movies is stupid when you could just binge watch things on TV.
I didn't really like that because I'm sure that's not in the book.
Oh, actually it is.
That's even weirder.
Lemony Snicket foresaw Netflix.
Good.
Yeah.
Patrick Warburton deserves all that money.
His outfits are so good.
What?
His outfits when they keep changing.
Okay.
He was in one. What was he dressed up as today? Like a farmer or something? I forget what his outfit was, but I remember seeing it and going
behind
like,
the car.
"Oh, that's wonderful."
Like, oh no, he's good in this. He does his thing.
This person they went to live with was in the movie with Jim Carrey. It wasn't the same character. I can't remember what he looked like. It wasn't like played the same at all. There was not. I don't think this assistant in craziness, but there was the deadly man-eating snake thing. That was in the movie.
That's totally a book line. Yeah.
Yeah.
I feel like if you were like a nostalgia-driven like fan of this, you'd be like, oh, they did the thing. But for me, it was like, oh god, he died right there. That's because I wasn't sure yet how much was going to be how much or whatever. So I thought there was a chance maybe maybe the funny part here is just like, oh, everything's great, and just like done immediately. And I'm like, what? Oh my god. And they cut to black very like intentionally, but then it was like literally nothing, which is fine.
Yeah. Now, but he'll be dead starting the next episode, I'll presume.
You think dead? And do you think it's that big lurch-looking dude, or like the hook hand man, they're like grabbing him?
You probably just won't see him anymore, and the deadly snake will be outside of its cage.
Oh. And everyone will think that the snake.
Yes.
This is another example of irony.
Yeah.
The whole thing. Oh, I love it. I love it so much. The door was funny with the whole.
Yeah.
And then because you're very important, I'll tell you about the knob. Let's see.
I liked all the lizard stuff. I thought his house looks cool. It made me wonder if like the bookshelf up against the greenhouse wall is smart because I feel like the light would just fuck those books and they seemed valuable. But I would let it slide. I really just like the colorful nature of his front lawn area. Like it just like it looked like they actually made that and they were somewhere. Like it didn't feel to me like it was fake, but it looked more colorful than it's possible to be. So like it was something probably really awesomely colorful in real life, and then they jazz it up a notch in post.
Yeah, I think it's a combination of stuff, and like the judge's house had that look like there's a bunch of shots of them rolling up on a house, and it's like a weird forced perspective almost thing where it's like shifting a little bit or something, and it's this awesome looking like a model, but like realer than a model.
Yeah, it's really
realer
cool.
than a real house or something like that. Yeah,
love the set design. The show is really it really has it in that regard, and I thought in this episode it's come around for me where I'm like, no, the acting was good, the jokes landed, it was fine.
I wrote down he's tougher than two old ladies.
Yeah,
something like that. He's tough. Yeah, tougher than two old ladies.
He's tougher than he looks. And then I was like, tough enough to be two ladies.
Yeah, which I was like, yeah, that is. Why would you send the two old ladies to grab the guy?
Yeah, you have Hook Hand and
That's
Giant
crazy.
Man. I don't know why they didn't get put into this episode.
That's why I think that they were the ones. If you see it, that they'd be the ones waiting for him.
Yeah, in the house. Because he does make that comment, he calls and whatever. He's like, we'll be out of the house.
Oh, yeah. Does the whole thing. Operation Do That is still in Stefano.
Yeah.
And he can't even, I love... my style of humor is that thing where it's like, and you're a very bad actor or something like that. And he's like, how dare you? And then later it's like, what about you, Stefano? And he's like, Stefano is not my... or like, I just fucked it up, but he Stefano is nothing but what my name is, or something like that.
Yeah.
Like he can't even keep his own dumb character straight for
but
a
he
few
keeps the
seconds
voice
or whatever.
straight. It's not the it's
which
very
makes
funny.
which makes him a crazy person.
Yeah, no, he's a sociopath, and that's probably true.
The intro was new to show off Monty and all that stuff. Oh, and that's what I wanted to talk about. So I'm happy that between the scattered memories and prediction abilities or whatever that we actually sort of I think during the first episode we're okay, so he's an actor, he's going to have different costumes on, he'll keep trying to get the kids as they go to different people, and there'll be foilings and plots, and they'll keep switching and all that stuff, and maybe they'll be and it seems like maybe that'll be the case too, where there'll be 2 episodes each for 4 or 5 locations, whatever it is. Is this 10 total or 8? Do you remember?
I don't remember. 8, I think. 8.
Yeah, so there's 4 places maybe and 2 episodes each.
I think from now on
Perhaps.
it'll be 1 location per episode.
I think next time they're already getting shipped off.
I think they're already shipped. I think it'll start and they will be in the car with that guy again, from the bank, and like, oh, this is your third cousin, blah blah blah. He'll take good care of you. She's a baker. Some bullshit.
And every episode begins by that, like that. And there's this impossible place and this impossible person.
That's my guess.
Yeah, because what else are they gonna do if it's just the kids and the reptiles and stuff, right? That's not enough.
Nothing.
There's nothing.
No,
to
they
do
need
there.
an adult. They're too young. There's no food
They
coming in the house.
need an adult.
I have a feeling that something's gonna I had a feeling, maybe not now because of what I just said, but I had a feeling that fireproof canoe was gonna have something like a fire was gonna happen and they were underneath the canoe or something. Good thing that was fireproof. And then the ones eating peaches, and the peaches are good too. Something to give that third, because he mentioned I'm going to do this, and he came back with that, and I want the third payoff.
Okay,
good things come in threes.
I have enough blah to last us for whatever.
Yeah,
you'll never know when you'll need that or whatever. Okay, also, I wrote down pot stickers. They're all gone.
Yes, that was wonderful.
And he shoves it in his mouth. It takes so long, and it's so full. They're all gone.
But it's not even that he just shoved them in. He shoved them in. His full finger went all the way into his mouth every time.
To, get him where they had to go in there. Oh, goddamn.
No, it's great.
I feel
they're so awkward. It couldn't happen in real life.
No, and I feel like his, maybe his Count Olaf was this is my foundation, and now I'm going to build on it as I do the other things, because this was much more out there. And because remember you I think said, because I don't think I said it, was well, I got an MPH for this, but he's not really doing his, whatever and stuff. He's not, good enough or something like that. And now he's, doing more things.
He's coming
or
into
whatever.
it. I like when he opened the door for the first time and the kids went, "You're Count Olaf."
I wrote that down, too, yeah. Hello. And he's like, no, you're Count Olaf. We're not letting you in. All that stuff.
When he blocked the door, though, and it's a knife, I was like, holy shit. This is
right?
great.
So it's the intro sort of spoiled that, because the whole theme song is different, everything's different, and I think they show or mention the knife, and I was like, oh, or whatever the fuck. But yes. No, and he goes at it, and he's and the whole thing about her having 9 toes and all that shit, and I was like, okay. The picture of the piano.
Yes, that I thought that. Who do you think took it?
That's actually really interesting. Because that's like a little hint. That's like a little, what the hell is that?
Well, they're clearly a family of like spies or something. They all have something in common because they all have that symbol. They all have the like the same like little tiny like eyepiece things. So like there's something that I guess at one point he was a part of.
So was he a good guy? Is he a bad guy now? What happened? Did they like push him away? And this is his
definitely
revenge?
a bad guy now. If it somehow comes across at the end where like no,
he's been the good guy all along.
Yeah, no, that doesn't work for me.
Team Count Olaf. Hashtag one true king.
When they finally meet up with their parents, oh thank God, Count Olaf, you've been taking care of the kids. Duh.
It's like I did everything I could. I kept Jacqueline away. I took care of Monty. I did everything. Oh, that made me so happy.
I tried to marry her. Oh, how'd it go? She didn't let me. Oh.
She saw through our thinly veiled plot. Oh, that would make me very happy, but that's not it.
Can't possibly be that.
Oh, that'd be great.
No, but this was a good episode. I enjoyed it. This reinvigorated me towards the rest of this this whole thing.
It will certainly be less of a chore if things are on this sort of like plane.
I do think there will be a rise.
Okay.
It does seem like a trend where they're not showing the parents for more than like 12 seconds.
Yes.
I wonder if they had them for one day and just did all their shots.
Because it's all like somewhere else, very far away, where there's just a set here or whatever. Yeah.
Yeah, where it's all right. You're green screened. Okay, you're in a thing. Like it could easily be just like one little warehouse portion that has 10 rooms and they just filmed all their scenes in.
Yeah, and it's like very quick dialogue, nothing intricate, nothing interactive or whatever.
No.
Yeah, that makes sense. And Colby Smulders was her name. I somehow remember
Yes.
between last episode and now. Last thing, potentially.
Sure.
You just mentioned that eyepiece thing.
Yeah.
That was a highlight for me.
That was interesting.
Crazy, impossibly bad movie, and then he is like calibrating his thing and then seeing the message, but it's this impossibly steady, and they like disappear and then go together for some reason. I'm like, okay, this is crazy.
Why is it subtitled? Movies are better when they're subtitled.
All movies are better subtitled.
But it's in English. Yes.
And also, like, just something about that. People in the theater, they have that stupid other woman who's like, my life is boring. I'm here to see a movie.
Yeah.
And then she's like, shh, and all that stuff. And I was like, oh, it's amazing.
I'm trying to watch the movie.
Like, this is your thing. Like you went out to the cinema tonight, but you somehow ended up in the same theater as the fucking spy, messaging
to
movie
see
instead.
zombies in the snow.
And you're like, oh, God.
When Olaf blocks him, he's like, excuse me, oh, you're left, right? You're pointing with your hand going right, but your elbow's going left.
Like, are you saying with your elbow to go? No? Yes? Hope you didn't miss anything. Whatever. I'm like, oh, God.
Yeah.
Yeah, no. So that one, so what does that tell me? Two things. Funny thing. There's literally, like, the characters on the screen are saying, the children, we must do something, we must protect the children. And he's decoding his message, and it's like, children are in danger. And I'm like, what the fuck? Like, it's literally the exact thing that they're saying.
And it's the girl who is the spy.
Yes.
And her,
who I think he should know. I guess he does, and that's fine.
Well, I think he does know. That's how he knows to go to that movie.
Yeah, and they don't know.
The ticket clerk guy, like, prints out his tickets for a boat.
I saw all kinds of tickets.
Yeah, but he seemed to still have those on him when he gets killed or kidnapped or whatever.
Yeah. I don't think they're going to Peru.
So they're not going to Peru.
At least not that way.
Yeah.
They can't go to Peru. That's crazy.
Well,
there's animals
they could.
there. No, they could.
They're
Anything
experts.
could happen.
He can read.
He's a reader. Yeah, the inventor, the reader, and the baby.
The baby with teeth.
So, other thing about that is,
Sure.
Because they have him drop it and chase it down the stairs, they've reinforced for the audience, in case you forgot, that the kid, the Klaus, has one of those things.
Yes.
And I'm assuming it's also a, like, telescoping thing.
Yeah, once he figures out how to do it.
Yeah. So once he knows what to do with it now, he'll be able to use that for some similar purpose.
Count Olaf and the popcorn was kind of funny, too. And he's like, this one's for me. This one is for you.
Yes. Generosity is noted, Count Olaf. Yeah.
The little quips are interesting enough.
And, like,
not a lot of them are memorable enough to, like,
no,
even say again.
I was just going to say,
them
like,
when they happen.
Any of those jokes alone is just nothingness. Then you're like, why are you mentioning that or something like that? But he kept it up consistently, and it was a good, nice rolling boil of hot comedy.
Hot comedy.
No, it was okay.
Yeah, you heard it here first, guys. It was okay. I enjoyed this one again. Like I said, this was my favorite one of the season so far. Eagerly waiting the next one, as I was not so eager to watch this one originally, because I thought the season was going nowhere. But now I'm optimistic.
Yeah, anticipation is at an all-time high.
Yeah. All right, guys. Don't die in a fire. We'll see you next week with more Lemony Snicket series of unfortunate events.